I just received this package from Cider and let's open it together. I'm so excited to see how this dress looks on me.
To create a UGC style video like this, it's quite simple. We've created a template that you can use immediately. This is the template right here. You can also go to the documentation section and scroll down to the use cases. Select Agent, choose this use case to view and understand the specific steps and detailed instructions. This will help you first learn how to use this template to produce the final video shown earlier, and second, develop the mindset to set up an agent. Now back to the main point. Let's create that video using this template. Click on the template in the Go to the Marketplace section and select the option labeled Download in order to save this template directly to your workspace or project. After you have completed this step, the next thing you need to do is select all of these workflows that are listed. These are the essential fundamental workflows that allow the agent to generate model images, utilizing the Nano Banana tool so that the model can wear your clothing items or products in a realistic and visually appealing way. This process ensures that your designs are accurately represented, or finally, it can generate the video from the frames that VEO3 requires. Now, just go ahead and click Install and Save. Here, you will notice in the workflow section that these workflows all utilize both Nano Banana Pro and VEO3, which are both very important components in this process. There are some very prominent and advanced AI models available, so in order to access them, you will need to use PixelML. PixelML serves as the tool that allows you to connect with these sophisticated models. Depending on which PixelML key you have set up, simply proceed to select it from the available options. This key is important because it determines which models and features you can use. On the left-hand side of the interface, you will see the system prompt. This is the area where you can enter your instructions, queries, or commands for the AI to process. The system prompt is essential for guiding the AI's responses and ensuring you get the results you want. Here I have provided the instructions for this agent to follow, carefully configuring it as an AI agent that is able to generate and guide the creation of user-generated content, or UGC videos, leading users step by step through each part of the process. When you download this template, you can study this system prompt in detail, and I will also provide a helpful explanation and additional guidance to assist you in making the most of this template and the AI agent's features. A video tutorial to guide you on how to write these system prompts. But essentially, you just need to understand that you can also create another agent and assign it the role of an agent that specializes in creating system prompts. And you can ask it to write system prompts for other agents by outlining the specific steps that the agent needs to perform. Now, this video will focus on the demo so that even beginners can understand how we'll use this agent to create the final video we just saw. On the right, we have the preview and debug screen where we can select a new chat. For now, please continue to use the chat version 1 currently to ensure the best stability. Then, you can interact with the agent simply by using a simple greeting such as hello, and then the agent will proactively greet you, introduce itself, and provide the first step regarding the input information you need to enter. So, for the very first step, as well as for all the subsequent steps that will follow, I have already included a number of helpful and illustrative sample prompts in this documentation, specifically for you to practice with and to get comfortable. So, let's go ahead, take a look at them together, and use them as examples to guide us through the process. As you can see, right after I enter the prompt, once the agent sees that the prompt is clear, then briefly, the agent will immediately execute step 1, which is actually step 2, creating the model image using Nano Banana Pro through the Generate Model workflow. Here's the Nano Banana Generate Model reference I've placed here. See, it has already generated a model image. If you're not completely satisfied, you can simply ask it to generate another model image for you. For me, this looks good. I've also prepared a helpful prompt here. If you're happy with it, you can quickly copy it in or simply say yes and it will understand. Once this step is complete, it will move on to the third step where we need to upload the clothing image. I've provided a helpful link here where you can easily download various clothing images to try out for yourself. For example, I really like this particular dress, so I can download it and test it out to see how it looks. Okay, so we can just drag this image in. No, we can actually, you know what? I'll just go ahead and upload it myself. Wait just for a moment, please, if you don't mind, while the image uploads. Now, I'll give it the command to use this dress. Please use this dress now, if you would be so kind. Is that alright with you? As you can see, as soon as it receives the image of the dress, it immediately runs the workflow that I created earlier, which is called Nano Banana. This workflow uses a node that enables the model in the image to actually wear this particular dress. If you're unsure or perhaps wondering how to create a workflow, it's actually quite straightforward. Just click on this workflow and it will display the workflow with each individual node. Through this very simple template, you can easily understand the setup and begin to develop the mindset needed to build many more workflows in the future. Agents and other workflows to serve your purposes. Right away, we can see the image of the model and the dress has been fitted and worn beautifully. Then the agent will ask if this image is okay to proceed to the next step. Since the image looks good to me and there are no visible issues or problems, I'll just type OK to confirm and move forward with the process. Now, moving on to the next step, which is step 4, the fourth step in this process, which we will discuss in detail. Actually, this is step 5, where we will be creating the video frames. If you are already familiar with VEO3, you probably know that there are two different ways to create an 8-second video using 3 reference images, or by relying on the model's generative capabilities without reference images, or using one image for the first frame and another for the last. You can fully customize the system prompt to use the 3 reference image method, but here I've set it up to use the first and last frames. There's also a detailed guide here so you can go back to the section. Here is our instruction document, which you can use as a helpful resource. In this document, you will find the prompts that I have already written, and these are provided for your reference to make things easier for you. Okay? Alright. So, right after you receive the prompt to create the very first frame, our agent will immediately begin running the workflow that is required to generate that first frame. The agent starts this process as soon as the prompt is received, ensuring that the workflow is carried out efficiently and that the initial frame is produced without unnecessary delay. Looks great, right? So, as you can clearly see, the very first frame shows a young girl who is holding a package. At this particular moment, she is not yet wearing the dress. The AI system is quite clever to show her not wearing our product, but instead just holding that grey package in her hands. And now let's start working on the second frame. The second frame will also be the final frame, which VEO3 will use as a basis to create an 8-second clip. Okay, the display for the last frame is glitching, so let's check the output section. Oh, it's still showing an error. So I'll just tell it to please try again to give it another shot. Okay, it successfully generated the final frame. So now we can take another look, carefully review it one more time, and confirm, just to be sure, so that this image can be confidently used by the agent to generate the video. Alright, we can just click OK to move on to the next step. Okay, now it's just asking us for a prompt to create the video prompt. I actually have a sample prompt ready here. Let me demo it for you all to see. Okay, sure. So after we paste that prompt into the input box, the agent will begin to automatically start running the workflow process. Now, the amount of time it takes for the agent to run the workflow using VEO3 in order to generate the video might actually be a bit longer compared to the workflows that are used for generating images. Alright, here's the result. Let's take a look together.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to be unboxing a new dress that I just received. I'm so excited to see what it looks like and try it on.
Wow, I think this video is actually quite good. However, for other platforms like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, or Facebook Reels, you typically want to make more detailed and longer videos, maybe around a minute or a minute and 30 seconds. So here, I have a recommendation for you. I think you should consider using this template in order to create multiple different segments for a single video project. After that, You can then use other video editing tools or software to stitch these approximately 8-second clips together, one after another, into a more complete and polished video. Alright, that's it. Thank you everyone, and I hope you'll be able to use this template and customize it so that it works best for all of you. Alright, goodbye everyone. See you later.